Tom Cruise is on a roll. He's gearing up for Alejandro G. Iñárritu's secretive new project with Warner Bros. Legendary, and also has a Doug Liman movie in the works for Universal, which will actually feature scenes shot in space, with NASA and SpaceX reportedly involved. On top of that, he's busy with a Top Gun Maverick sequel and the $400 million budget for MI8, which is set to drop next year. Now, it looks like he's also getting involved with a Silent Hill film. If you don't know, Silent Hill is a psychological horror movie series that kicked off with the 2006 film Silent Hill, followed by a sequel in 2012 called Silent Hill Revelation. In 2022, a third movie titled Return to Silent Hill was announced, but now it looks like a whole new project could be in the works. Before becoming a film series, Silent Hill was a survival horror video game, and what's even more unsettling is that the creepy setting is based on a real place. The game uses a foggy atmosphere to limit the player's vision while they control Harry Mason searching for his missing adopted daughter. The game's eerie visuals and disturbing features turned it into a whole franchise with more films and video game sequels. Though Silent Hill, the game, is famous, the real-life inspiration for its look is less well known. The town of Centralia, Pennsylvania, often called the real Silent Hill, is what inspired the game's unsettling vibe. In 2006, Silent Hill was made into a psychological horror film where Rose, played by Rhoda Mitchell, takes her adopted daughter Sharon, Jodelle Ferland, to the town of Silent Hill after Sharon starts screaming the name in her sleep. Once they arrive, a car crash leaves Sharon missing, and Rose finds herself searching for her in a town covered in ash and fog. As she navigates this strange town, she encounters demonic entities, a cult, and layers of reality. While the real Silent Hill isn't filled with monsters, it's still pretty eerie and tragic in its own way. The real-life inspiration behind Silent Hill is linked to Centralia, Pennsylvania, which has become known as the real Silent Hill due to its eerie and tragic history. In May 1962, Centralia set fire to its local landfill to clean up waste, but the fire spread through underground tunnels to an abandoned coal mine. The fire, which still burns today, is what turned Centralia into a real-life version of Silent Hill. Despite efforts from local firefighters, the blaze couldn't be controlled, and the government decided to evacuate the town for safety, much like in the fictional Silent Hill. The air in Centralia is toxic, and it's advised that people avoid staying there for long periods. While most of the residents left, a few chose to remain, hoping the fire would eventually stop. One of the few buildings still standing is a church that continues to hold services, similar to how the fictional Silent Hill town has a small number of people who remain and attend church. In 2002, the U.S. Postal Service officially suspended Centralia's zip code, and since then, all roads leading into the town have been barricaded. The real-life story of Centralia mirrors the events in Silent Hill almost perfectly, except that the real town isn't haunted by a cult, witches, or terrifying creatures like Pyramid Head. The film's attention to detail in capturing the town's eerie atmosphere is a reflection of the true horrors that took place in Centralia. As for the Silent Hill movies, the first one came out in 2006, directed by Christoph Gans. While it received mixed reviews, it did well enough to lead to a sequel, Silent Hill Revelation, in 2012, directed by M.J. Bassett. The first movie follows Rose Da Silva, who's trying to find a specialist for her daughter sleepwalking. After a car crash, she discovers that her daughter Alessa has gone missing and ends up in the mysterious town of Silent Hill. The first Silent Hill movie did a solid job as a video game adaptation, with Christoph Gans sticking closely to the source material. Many scenes were lifted directly from the game, and the creatures were designed to look and move just like their video game counterparts. However, Silent Hill Revelation didn't quite follow the same faithful approach. Although it tried to adapt the events of Silent Hill 3, it abandoned the distinctive look that Gans had established in favor of something else. The sequel felt disconnected from the original film, and director M.J. Bassett seemed more focused on the 3D effects of the release than on maintaining a strong narrative connection. A new Silent Hill movie is on the way, and this time it's based on the events of the Silent Hill 2 video game. Titled Return to Silent Hill, it serves as a reboot of the 2006 to 2012 film series. Despite the reboot, the movie will still be directed by Christoph Gans, who helmed the original Silent Hill film. Gans has expressed that the first movie holds fond memories for him, and the only reason he didn't return for Silent Hill Revelation was because his vision didn't align with that of the producers. The Silent Hill 2 video game follows James Sunderland, a widower who returns to the cursed town of Silent Hill after receiving a letter from his deceased wife, urging him to come and find her there. While there's no casting or release date news for Return to Silent Hill yet, it's been confirmed that Pyramid Head will make a return, and production is already underway. With the real-life creepy history of Silent Hill to draw from, the film is sure to bring that same chilling atmosphere to the screen. Not much is known about the new Silent Hill movie, but we do know it's based on the fan favorite Silent Hill 2. A few cast members have been confirmed. Jeremy Irvine will play the protagonist. James and Hannah Emily Anderson will play as Lost Love Mary. According to an Instagram post from Irvine, filming wrapped in July 2023, so the movie is currently in post-production. However, there's no official release date just yet. Fans of Silent Hill can dive back into the haunting world of Silent Hill 2 even before the new movie hits theaters, as a remake of this classic game is on the way. The Silent Hill franchise may not have as many games and movies as some other big names, and it hasn't always been financially successful, but it has a dedicated cult following. The mix of eerie settings, inspired by real-life Silent Hill and Lovecraftian horror, along with a few standout titles, has kept the franchise alive in the hearts of fans. Silent Hill 2 stands as one of the most beloved entries in the series, and its gripping storyline is the foundation for the upcoming movie Return to Silent Hill. Fans continue to praise the game's narrative, whether they're longtime fans or newcomers to the franchise. However, since it was originally released in 2001, some may find the gameplay a bit outdated by today's standards. Good news for Silent Hill fans: Konami is releasing a long-awaited remaster of Silent Hill 2, and it will be available before the Return to Silent Hill movie. This remaster brings the iconic, eerie town to life with next-gen graphics, providing the most realistic Silent Hill experience, short of actually visiting a real place like Pennsylvania's Centralia. The remake, arriving in October 2024, overhauls everything from visual elements to clunkier gameplay mechanics, including combat and camera systems. While die-hard fans eagerly await the movie, the Silent Hill 2 remaster offers a more than satisfying way to revisit the town. As for the Tom Cruise Silent Hill rumor, there's no solid news on that front just yet. All the buzz about Tom Cruise starring in a Silent Hill movie is mostly coming from fans, but it's looking unlikely. With all the movies he's already attached to, including Top Gun and Days of Thunder 2, it's hard to see him fitting Silent Hill into his schedule. According to an insider, Cruise is in talks with Paramount about both Top Gun and Days of Thunder sequels, and which one moves forward will depend on which script comes together first. Well, that's it. Let me know what you think in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe for more updates on this and other exciting upcoming movies. See you next time.